Okay, so basically, repeating once more, I told you that WBCs are amoeboid. Amoeboid means they can change their shape and they can move around, is it? And then I told you that they can, WBCs can carry out phagocytosis. What is the meaning of phagocytosis? Phagocytosis means cell engulfing, means a cell is able to engulf some solid particle. Is it clear? All the WBCs have the capability to carry out phagocytosis. May it be eosinophil, basophil, neutrophil, monocytes or lymphocytes. Not all lymphocytes, but some lymphocytes can even carry out phagocytosis. But the basic mode of action of eosinophil, basophil and lymphocytes are not phagocytosis. Repeating once more, it's not phagocytosis. Repeating once more. All WBCs can carry out phagocytosis. What is the meaning of phagocytosis? To engulf a solid particle. Again, I'm just showing you in case you have forgotten. Just suppose this is a solid particle. Maybe it be allergen, any foreign protein, or it can be a pathogen, whatever. The WBC, is it clear? It moves towards it. It will extend its pseudopodia like this and it will engulf the pathogen. This is of course the nucleus and it will engulf the pathogen. This is what is called phagocytosis. We have done in the previous class. Is it clear? And we will be repeating this in this class. Is it clear? All WBCs can do this. But the basic mode of action by phagocytosis is only for neutrophil and monocyte. Repeating, the basic mode. Their work is to eat up the foreign substance. May it be a dead cell or a foreign protein or a pathogen, whatever it is. Their main mode of action is phagocytosis. Mode of action is phagocytosis. But they work in a different way. They can carry out phagocytosis, but their main mode of action is not phagocytosis. They work in a different way. Eosinophils and basophils. And of course, for lymphocytes, you know that they produce antibodies, antitoxins. We have done in the previous class. So let us come back to it again. So if I am talking about that these two carry out for phagocytosis, that doesn't mean why I said these things, like why did I mention this? Because if I am saying that they carry out phagocytosis doesn't mean that they cannot. They can also carry out phagocytosis, but not all lymphocytes. But the main mode of action for neutrophils and monocyte is phagocytosis. They work in a different way. So basically, first let us do the difference in how are they different in their structure. So eosinophils are amoeboid, no doubt. Is it clear? And they have a nucleus which is bilobed, very prominently bilobed. What is the meaning of lobe? Lobe means that it appears that the thing is dividing, but it doesn't divide the structure completely. Is it clear? So here you see this is the nucleus, this is bilobed. This structure is called bilobed nucleus. Is it clear? And it has granules in it. Eosinophils are also known as acidophils. They are also known as acidophils. Is it? The meaning of phili is to love. Is it? So when these cells are stained by acidic, see one more thing, when we have to see certain things now, we prefer to stain. So staining makes the structure more clear. These granules, the granular structure, they take acidic stain. That means they are acid loving. That is why they are known as acidophils. Is it clear? Eosin is acidic stain. It is red in color, and you will find that when you are staining it with acidic stain, it takes red, deep red color. Is it clear? That is why they are known as eosinophils. Is it clear? Okay, they can be dyed by, dyeing, you know, dyeing of clothes, coloring, color dyed by acidic stain. Okay, basophils. This is acidophil, basophils. Basophils are again, they are not much amoeboid again. They also have a bilobed nucleus, but the lobe is not very conspicuous. What is conspicuous? Not very clear. It is, the lobes are not very clear. They are bilobed, but not as clear. The lobing is not as clear as acidophils. Is it clear? They appear roughly S-shaped. All right? And they have also granules. They do not take, they cannot be dyed by acidic stain. They cannot be dyed by acidic stain. They take basic stain. That is why they are base loving. The granules are base loving. That is why we call it basophil, is it? So base loving me, and here base loving, the most common dye we use is methylene blue. It is blue in color. So when we are dyeing it, it will take deep blue stain. These granules will take deep blue stain. Is it clear? So let me just, I'm coming back to this bilobed, I forgot, like bilobed nucleus. I will be mentioning when I'm doing with the structure, I will be mentioning definitely about the nucleus as well. Here the nucleus is indistinctly bilobed. That means the lobe is not very clear, and here the granules are stained by basic dye. Okay, now we come to neutrophils. Highly amoeboid. The number of total means around 60% of the total WBC is neutrophil, is it? Basophils are the largest WBC. Out of all, basophils are the largest WBC. Neutrophils, they have multi-lobed nucleus. The multi-lobed means the lobes are many. 3 to 4. That is why we call them as multi-lobed. Multi-lobed nucleus. Tiny cells, they have granules. Why do we call them as neutrophils? If we stain them with, or we dye them with acidic dye or basic dye, they will take both the dyes, but the dyeing will not be very prominent. It will be not, they are not very prominently dyed. Is it clear? They are not, means they take very, very faint stain. They will take acidic stain. Some of the granules will take acidic stain. Some of the granules will take basic stain, but very faint. Is it clear? They are even stained by neutral. They can even be stained by neutral stain. That means that stain is neutral dyes. They are not neither acidic nor basic. Is it clear? So they take, what are the granules? They take faint stain by both acidic and basic dyes. Dye, the meaning of dye is color. Is it all right?